Okay, it looks like we're live, and welcome to the grand finals of Nydus NA. We've had some technical difficulties, and Seaason was going to be streaming this, but who knows where he is? He's gone. No one knows. Now I'm here, and like literally, no even any delay. We're just going to go straight into game one. You can see the first matchup right now. We've got Spoonmaster playing against Marine. First match is going to be a PvT. This is the grand finals. Super excited. Let's go. And here we are. We're already here. Congratulations, everyone. In the bottom right, first player for Born Gosu as the red Protoss, it is Spoonmaster. And in the top left, as the blue Terran, the first player for Daily Life, it is Marine. Marine definitely picking an appropriate name here. Was a little bit concerned he might be a Zerg player or something, but no. Chose the name Marine, plays Terran, seems like a good guy. And looks like it's going to be opening with a gas first barracks in his main base and Spoonmaster opening with some standard play on the other side of the map. And they're both going to head out, scouting each other now. Little boop in the middle. Equally timed scouts, equal game, equal everything, equal life. Okay. So we'll have to see where the players want to go from here. Looks like Spoon scouting that the barracks in the base is going to take an S-Fast Nexus. And then get a Cybercore shortly after. SCV here, seeing what's going on. Probe doing a little bit of harassment. Is driven away. And we have a Reaper coming out for the Terran player. Only one gas, so it looks like he's going to be going for. And one Rax expand pretty standardly. Standard. Excellente. And there it is. Okay. Reaper gonna drive the probe out here, and it looks like we've got a factory and a reactor coming down for the Terran player. No second gas yet. Nothing too crazy. Spoon opening with fairly quick Twilight Council. Probably going to be looking to go for Blink, I would imagine, as he is pumping out a few Stalkers here to start with. Second gas comes down for Terran, and I wonder if he's going to want to go for some Hellion play. Could be nice. No, just going to be pumping out double Marines and Tech Lab on the factory. Reaper does get a probe. Nice pick off that. Does sacrifice itself for that probe, and it looks like Spoon's going to be pretty in control of this as he does start Blink up. Once he does have Blink, he's going to be in a pretty good position, be able to control the map. It's going to be hard for Terran to push out until he's got a reasonably sized army, as he is just pumping out Marine tank at this moment with his Starport on the way and looking fairly chilled. Spoon getting a shield battery and throwing down his second and third gateway. Quick tech lab on the Starport, which is interesting. So potentially not going for medevacs, actually just going for a quick Banshee maybe. This could be one of those Marine tank Banshee pushes with some bunkers. Quick third gas here for Marine. And he unsieges the tank. Does he want to? He's just repositioning it. And it is a Banshee that's going to be coming out here once his depot finishes. Hallucinated Phoenix is coming in. It's going to get a nice scout on this base and see what's going on. Spoon is going to see the Starport of the Tech Lab. No research on there, so he's not going to be expecting Cloak, but he's going to be aware that potential of Banshees is a possibility. And now that Blink is done, he's going straight into Charge, adding on his Robo, and now he's going to look to be a bit active on the map with these Stalkers, see if he can't get something done. Probably Chronoboost and Observer over and see if he can't do some blink-ins to the main. Can blink in across here, can be quite nice. These add-ons can be quite vulnerable. He is not going to be wanting to dice with this too much, as there's now 3 tanks. And actually it looks like Marine is going to move out, and Spoon's going to see this right away with the Stalkers. Get a few kills. Ooh, just barely loses that Stalker. But he's trying to slow this down. It does get quite a bit of damage on the Banshee and kill a few Marines. And at the same time, it's taking his 3rd base. Is getting out that Observer. And Chronoboosting Charge. And producing some more Stalkers. Ooh, does get the Banshee. It's a really nice pick-off. The Banshee is super annoying. Now he can actually just focus on getting Charge Zealots, which is what he's going to want to hold this push when it does come. He's actually shaved off quite a number of Marines, and even taking the high ground here, it's going to make it really hard for the Terran to keep pushing. Nice Blink Micro. Ooh, does lose a couple of Stalkers. Charge is done. He only has 3 Zealots at the moment, so this is still could be powerful if he if Marine gets into a good siege position here. We'll have 3 tanks here, another one on the way. Scan goes down to have a look. Spoon's actually coming up to the top to try and get a better angle on this, although he is away from his shield batteries. There's only 3 tanks here. If Spoon were to go in now, he probably could just collapse on those. Pylon does get taken out, shield battery as well. Spoon's going to wait as long as he can, although he is going to go now, going to push in. Zealot's not quite in the front. Is hitting Marines first. The Zealots do charge on the tank. Stalkers blink up on the tanks, try and get those down as quickly as possible. It's going to be close and messy. It's a good micro back here from Marine with his Marines. Actually, is going to just go for some probes here, as there's only a couple Marines left. Does get cleaned out by... Oh, at the same time, Banshee in the main base got 5 worker kills. Is going to get chased away here by the Stalkers. Actually, might manage to get it. Yeah, does take it out. At the end of all that, it's Marine on 48 workers, Spoon to 40. Spoon on 43. The 3rd command center is now 3/4 of the way done, whereas the 3rd nexus is already completed for Spoon. Scan does go down to verify that, and I think Marine's going to be quite happy that he doesn't see he doesn't see probes there, but the fact that Spoon's got 3 nexus and can chronoboost out probes, he can really elevate that probe count very quickly. And the 3rd command center was delayed by Marines, so he's going to want to put on a bit of extra pressure here, but I don't know how much he's going to be able to get done. With Charge done, Immortals out now. 1-1 upgrades on the way for Spoon, and he is going to be in a pretty strong position to push this back. Probably doesn't want to take shots from this tank. Spoon giving this a lot of respect. There's only 2 tanks here, so he needs to be... Marine needs to be careful here. He doesn't overextend and lose too many of these tanks. Spoon's going for it now, and yeah, he's just going to pile through, and there's actually just not that much here. He is going to be able to chase this down. He might even chase across the other side of the map. Really strong advantage here. Maybe a bit of overextension. Really does not want to lose these extra units. He is going to lose another tank and a couple Marines. Back at home, he's starting on the Marauder production. He's got a couple medevacs, but yeah, I think he realizes he's not going to be able to hold this base, and he lifts it up. Banshee here going to get taken out, and there is just a lot of Zealots here. And even without the +1 upgrades, which Spoon might wait for, but seeing this army is mostly SCVs, you might actually want to just push in. You can see with the Observer here, I think he's going to wait for +1/+1 to finish, and that's going to be against the 0/0 of the Terran. He immediately starts +2. +2, he was definitely waiting on those, and he honestly probably could just go in and kill him now. Not going to pull the trigger just yet. Is still producing probes, just throwing down his Templar Archives now, looking to get up into some Archons or some Storm. both. Does have a scary force here, and he is actually going to go Guardian Shield, 1-1 upgrades, a lot of charge cells, collapse on the Terran army, the tank goes straight down, and he's going to need some good micro here to micro back and avoid these charge cells as the Immortal and Sentries start getting down the command center. Zealots are chasing all the way back, another stim, the Zealots do pull back, but this command center is taking a lot of damage. The SCV pull, he might actually be able to take out this Protoss army. More Zealots on the way, and it looks like Spoon is getting critical economic damage. Really nice force field there. Actually stops the Marines and Marauders kiting back with one nice, well-placed force field. And actually that is going to be really, really problematic for the Terran. He's trying to expand down here, but that really nice force field stopped all the kiting, and his 1-1 upgrades only just finished right after that fight. As Spoon is almost done with 2-2. He's got Storm on the way, he's got a probe sitting here because he just doesn't care. That's Spoon for you. Pushing in now, actually just morphing Archons, he wants to end this now. Senses blood in the water. Another tank does come out, it's maybe going to make Spoon hesitate a little bit. But as time goes on with this economic position, Spoon's now got 2-2, and he will have in a second against the 1-1. Of Marine, and Spoon's just going to rotate safely around here, make sure this base isn't up, going to catch it before it finishes morphing into an orbital. And I think with him securing his 4th base up here, he's going to be pretty happy to just start 3-3 upgrades and just keep the Terran on 2 bases. And he doesn't really need to do much more than that. He doesn't need to push up this ramp if he doesn't want to. He's going to try it anyway, probably does have the force for this. And he's just going to push in. Archon's doing great damage here on the bio. Tank goes down. And now the Terran's being chased out of his own base. More charge cells warping in. And the Terran has to pick up. Ooh, just barely doesn't get that medevac. Liberators do come out, so warping of Stalkers is coming up here. 2-2 is still miles away for the Terran. And it's looking pretty dire. He's no 3rd base. Spoon's now on 4 bases. He stopped producing probes at 58, but honestly, just the saturation is just looking trash here for Marine. His mineral patches are all mining out. He needs to get a 3rd base. He's going to try here and set up a position with the Liberators. It's looking like he might even want to morph this into a planetary or something to stabilize himself. But Spoon just going to push up here into the natural, and there is absolutely nothing here. This is going to be a tough position. The Liberators need to relocate. The Zealots just run straight in. You don't even need the Zealots here. The Stalker's going to be able to take out the Liberators really quickly, being chased back on 2 fronts, and that's GG. Spoonmaster takes game number 1 for Born Gosu, putting us at a 1-0 for Born Gosu against Daily Life. Really nice PvT there. Very, very patient play by Spoon. Definitely could have tried to push in on some of those attacks a little bit too early, but didn't. He waited till he knew he could break them, and then chased the army back and patiently waited, knowing he was ahead in economy, getting his upgrades up, and just crushing through with some good charge lot Archon, some Stalkers there. Really nice. So, we were a bit rushed at the start. This is, for those who don't know, this is the Nydus North America Finals. So this is an all-kill event. 2 diamonds, 2 masters. So these are the first 2 players. First player for either team is Spoonmaster and Marine. Now that Marine has fallen, Spoon will take on the 2nd diamond player from Daily Life, which we will find out the name of shortly. And that player will also get to pick a map from the Nydus map pool. So we're just waiting on that pick now, and I think we can invite some company for me now. Here he is. Dan, welcome.
Hello, everybody.
Sorry you missed game 1 there.
Unfortunately, I have a potato of a laptop. It takes 5 minutes to launch the game, but I'm here now, and I'm ready to go cast some games.
We had a pretty good game one actually. Spoon giving us some pretty chill, pretty patient PvT, breaking a nice tank push and then pushing across the map with some good upgrades on some charge lots and archons. Pretty standard stuff.
You forgot to tell me he deflected the 2 base all in.
He did deflect the 2 base all in, yeah.
I
Broke that tank
opened the
push.
stream when the tanks hit, and I was like, oh shit, where's the defense? And then a number of zealots and stalkers come in, and I'm like, okay, good job, Spoon.
Yeah, he got he got charged pretty quickly. Open up with blink, straight into charge. Charge zealots, really nice. What you want against the tanks. Marine didn't try to set up any bunkers, although he wouldn't have had much time to, even if he had tried. He did have some banshees with him, but Spoon was really on top of making sure Marine was very careful with his banshees, which unfortunately Marine was not quite careful enough. Got banshees picked off in the middle of the map. Did get some nice banshee harass while the push was going on, but only got 5 workers, and then that was sort of it.
Well, it was a good try by them.
Yeah, it's a good game, and we're just waiting on who the second diamond player is. Looks like it might be Raven.
Gotta say, I like your stream setup, man. Looks nice and clean. The screen's over there, and you can see everything.
Yeah, man, it's not bad. I'm alright with it. This is what I could put together. Raven is a Zerg player. Okay, yeah, it is going to be Raven, and judging by his profile, he is a Zerg player, which means we're going to have a PvZ. It's going to be his map choice, so we'll see what he wants. Yeah, I'm guessing he'll play Zerg.
Well, so we're in the finals here.
Yeah, grand finals. I had a bit of a, I don't know if you caught the start of the stream, I had a bit of a rush start to the stream.
Yeah, we didn't do proper introductions then.
Yeah, no, I got the stream started right as the first game was starting, so I was just like, "Oh, hey guys, let's go." I mean, that's what everyone wants anyway, really, right? I mean, you want to see the games, you want to see what's going on, and
but think of it as we're the radio hosts, right? We're here to host people and have the talking in the background, and they can judge the progress of the stream and the games based on how much we talk random stuff. I want to give a shout out to everybody in chat. Hoping you cheer for your teams, and let's get some good games going, guys.
we do have the map. It's going to be King's Cove, so that's both our ladder maps straight out, as expected, really. Everyone picks the ladder maps. I shouldn't criticize. It's what I do. And it looks like we're just waiting on the players to be ready, and then we're going to get started on this PvZ on King's Cove. Just checking if Spoon is ready, and we are ready to go.
Let's go! King's Cove. You know, while we were loading, I wanted to ask, who is CJ on 6? I don't know, is he a BG member, or you tell me, CJ, after 3 minutes?
Yeah, good question. That's a good question.
I always see you in, I saw you in the chat last time. I'm seeing you now, cheering, so I'm just a bit confused, sorry.
Okay. Do you want to do some sick player introductions then?
Okay, this time I will not make any mistakes, hopefully. Welcome to the Grand Finals, second game of Nydus. Starting off in the top left position in the red, representing Born Gosu, it is Spoonmaster as Protoss. And his opponent, the other team, representing D-Life as Zerg in the blue, it is Raven.
Okay. So I have quite a lot of experience playing against Spoon in CVP. I have to see what he goes for here. I know he does like him some charge all-ins. So I'll have to see what he chooses to do here. I know he likes to play a bunch of different styles. Does like his Archon drops when he plays standard, but I've seen him do a lot of charge all-ins. So
for a guy who likes mechanic, I don't know why he likes Archon drops. Mechanic said it himself. He dislikes him.
Really?
The can himself. Yeah, he said it in a clip.
Huh.
He was like, I wonder if Elaser, Special and the rest are listening. I hate the Archon drop. I said on stream that I like it, but I absolutely hate it.
Oh.
And that's the can experience for us. Well, standard opening, nothing out of the usual. Normal wall for our Protoss player, and hatch first.
Hatch gas pool. The
Hatch
classic.
gas pool. Tell me, Quaterno, you play Zerg. How's this map as a Zerg against Protoss?
I quite like this map. It feels quite big and quite open. Although the thing is, there's a lot of chokes, so it feels open and feels big. There's lots of different ways you can run down. You've got these different lanes, but in reality, there's a lot of dangerous positions against Terran and Protoss, where if you're playing, say, Hydraling Bane against like heavy Archon and Storm, you need to really be careful. If the Protoss sort of gets into a position like here in the bottom left, where there's this like natural chokes here, it's really hard to flank there because you basically just come from two directions and they both get stormed and everything dies. So it is open. There's lots of counterattack paths, but there's also a lot of narrow passageways. So you do need to be careful as. But yeah, you need to be on top of your army movement, I think, in the mid to
What
late
about
game.
the elevated third base? Is that an advantage that you prefer in your games? Because then the Protoss also has the elevated third base, and it's harder to do run-bys.
Yeah, it's definitely easier for the Protoss to defend the third, but at the same time, it's harder for those things like charge all-ins and things to work because you're defending up a ramp, which is really nice.
This encourages more late game play.
Generally, yeah. We do see Spoon opting for that Stargate opener, super standard, and Raven going for a quick third hatch. And he's starting his third queen. Looking super standard. Pull 2 off gas, link speed. This is looking primo standard.
I wouldn't imagine players. So I don't think at this level people have an arsenal of at least 3 builds. They're like either good at macro or good at a couple of cheeses, and I think this is a pretty safe play by both players. Just nothing out of the ordinary.
This is really interesting. Spoon's being really passive with these adepts. I've been playing with him a lot, and I've been running by 2 lings every game against him, and I think he's a little bit paranoid because it does throw him off a little bit. And he's trying to make sure, because he did see these early lings come out, and Raven did make 6. So he really doesn't want to let those fly in. He's actually just going to wait and scout with his Oracle. Even making a second Oracle as well, just to be super safe. And probably go for some harassment here.
Lair is on the way for our Zerg player. Is that a quick lair?
It's fairly quick, yeah. It's fairly quick. It's not like ultra super mega fast, but it's fast. Yeah.
3 queens ready to defend off the Oracle. Takes a lot of damage there. It's on half health down already. Good defense by the Zerg player.
Really nice positioning, yeah. It does have spores ready as well. Spoon's
He
not
did
gonna
spot
get
the lair morphing, so he knows what he is up against.
Roach Warren.
Drops the Revelation. Can he see the Roach Warren with the Revelation? Yes, he can actually.
Oh.
You can see the Roach Warren.
That is interesting.
Hopefully,
Yeah, you're right.
Well,
That's interesting,
maybe
yeah.
he's going to click on it or not. We'll see. But assume roaches, it's PvEZ, nothing special.
Yeah, well, sometimes with the quick lair, you can rush straight into Hydras, but generally you want the Roach Warren. If you want to be safe versus things, you get a Roach Warren. And you're looking at the Zerg's vision right here.
Don't forget to macro.
He actually doesn't see much in the main base, so he needs to be careful of potential glaive attacks or charge all-ins and things like that can come. It looks like there's going to be an adept pressure with oracles. There's 6 adepts and a couple oracles. This could be really dangerous if you're not making roaches. And Raven's actually making roach speed, but no roaches actually just yet.
That's a bit late. Here come the adepts. They're gonna shade Or not? They're not shading.
I think they'll wait. They'll wait until they see the lings, and then they'll shade to the natural. It'll be really annoying. As he starts, there it is.
3 drones down
Although
already. Adepts fighting.
Adepts and Oracles against lings, this is not going to be a close fight. I don't think he's even going to shade. He just cancels it and
He
says,
cancelled
fine.
the shades.
Yeah, he says, I'm just going to kill all your drones here then.
Roaches, 9 roaches on the way. Queen's coming in to defend. Uh-oh, Spoon's gonna
be
lose.
careful of these. Yeah,
Almost lost. He lost the
Oracle.
Oracle. One's down. Spots the roaches. Kills some lings. He did some pretty decent damage. 6 drones is quite good. He killed quite a lot of lings as well. That's a lot of minerals down the drain.
Yeah, I think Raven was actually making a lot of lings. It looks like he's actually wanting to do some pressure himself, which is actually why he was okay against that, because he didn't actually have many drones here. Normally you'd be sort of a bit more saturated, but he just pulled the few drones he had away, and then you're not scared of Adepts killing your hatch, really. Not with that glaives and with that few numbers.
Yeah, no glaives, not that big of a deal. Though Spoon doesn't really have much to defend against this roach attack. Counterattack's pretty good. He needs Oracle back home. He needs some Stalkers at least.
He's getting an Immortal now. He needs his Immortals against this. This is going to be tough, because he's got 2 Zealots, and the Immortal is only just popping out now, and the Roaches are already here. This is going to be tough.
Roaches. Shield Battery helping out, though nothing's killing the Roaches, so that energy pretty much goes to waste. The Zealots are down. He's killing the Shield Batteries, but the Oracle's slowly trickling down the health of the Roaches. Stalker moved in, dies as well.
Immortal's coming out now with the Stalker, but with this many lings, it's dangerous for the Immortal to be out here. It's going to get surrounded really quickly.
He needs to shift. The Protoss Bird needs to shift like on the lings, but the bird's going to go down.
He's focusing the hatch, which is an interesting choice. It means that he actually still might be able to get this. A Warp Prism just in time to pick up. Now with a Warp Prism and Immortal, you can kill Infinity Roaches. Let's see how Spoon's micro is. Should be okay versus this. He shouldn't die just here, especially with the shield battery.
Good pressure by the Zerg player.
Yeah, it's good pressure. He is on a fairly low drone count. He is actually did make some drones during that saturate his third base a bit, and he is now getting his Hydralisk down as well as +1/+1 for range. So
kind of a bait and switch. Raven has a lot of lings, only a few roaches right now.
Yeah,
he tried to force this, but I'm not sure the Oracle's still there.
Yeah, he's going into Hydralink Bane, it looks like, but with the range and carapace upgrades. So he is getting Baneling speed, but it's going to mean his army is quite small, because he's got Hydralisk Den, double upgrades, and Baneling speed on the way. An interesting attack here. Vile's actually killing a lot of lings, and a good force field.
Nice force field.
Yeah.
Isolated the lings away from the roaches. Good defense. The Oracles are committing to a counterattack. They're kind of waiting over there. Quinn's tricking them down. Zerg player is on the retreat right now.
Yeah, Spoon.
And it looks like the game's going to go on.
Yeah, Spoon not watching these Oracles, unfortunately does lose them. But I think if he retakes his third here, he's actually not in a bad position. He's actually up in workers. Unfortunately, probably should have started that next sub earlier. Potentially is going to go for a little bit of a delayed Archon drop here. He does have the Prism and 3 Archons morphing now. And he is actually remaking his Oracles. He knows they are important. He had a bit of a misstep and lost them, but he does want to get those out there. And
one big disadvantage that Spoon has is he doesn't have forges, and it's 9 minutes into the game. The Zerg player is already ahead, +1/+1. Hydra range is on the way. The Zerg player looking to pressure that third again, but the army this time is in position.
Yeah, I think with Archons here, these lings are going to do basically nothing. Unless he gets a good position like this. This is quite nice actually. Out in the open, this is where he wants to be fighting. Nice Bile connects as well. Yes, Spoon needs to push back here to the high ground. Immortals and Archons are going to do a lot of work. He just needs to make sure he doesn't overcommit too much.
Prison to micro. Here come the Biles, hitting those Archons.
Yeah. Does have the Prism here if he wants it.
Oracle's down, the Hydras. Archon's going down as well. Well, a bit of micro coming out of the War Prism. And he fends off the counter attack.
Yeah, and during this, Raven actually has managed to put himself ahead in the worker count. Hasn't quite started 2-2 yet, but he does have 1 Hydra upgrade. This Ravager probably going to get taken out here. Probably this Hydralisk as well. Spoon needs to be careful though.
Raven opting for a lot of lings. I'm not sure if that's going to work. I think Spoon might warp into my temper. Yes, he is. It's going to be a couple of Archons to destroy those. Link Bane. I don't think that's the right response against this kind of army.
Yeah, it's difficult because his armies are both very small. It's going to come
That's
down
true.
a lot to positioning. If the Lings can get a good surround,
And the Banelings can finish him off.
yeah, with 10 Hydras on the way,
There
I
you go.
don't think Spoon has business pushing in here. This is dangerous right here for Spoon. Really dangerous. He is playing with fire right now.
And Raven hit his Banelings and Lings really well. You think he
Yeah.
can fight at this choke?
He does not want to. This is a great engagement here from Raven, taking the concave, taking 2 Archons out immediately. Spoon's still pushing the issue. I really think he needs to go home. Nice tanks on the Archon with the Banelings there, and the Zealots do avoid the Banelings for the most part, but still, there's just not enough here for Spoon. And yeah, I think he needed to get out of here a bit earlier.
Bit greedy there from Spoon. That was not a position he should have attacked in. He should have tried to pressure the Furt much more. Well, maybe. Open ramp. Here we go. Zerg counter attack. Roach Hydra. The Link Bane was a good call. The army was too small for Spoon.
Yeah, now this is going to be a tough hold here for Spoon. He has almost nothing left. He's actually just making a Void Ray right now, and he is almost certainly going to lose the space and probably the game from this point.
If he loses that base, the game is over. There's no more minerals on the other patches. There's very little patches left.
Yeah, 2 Zealot run by going down here at the bottom, but it's not looking good for Spoon here. Void Ray does come out and immediately dies to the Hydralisk.
Oh well, well played by Raven. That was really good counter attack. Really good pressure. Defended well against the small attack. Right call.
Yeah. Really
This
nice
game is pretty much over from this point.
GG.
And D-Life equalizes the score, 1-1.
Okay. Got ourselves a series.
This is the grand finals after all. Wouldn't it be fun if it would be one-sided?
Definitely.
Well played. Well played by them.
Yeah, so we are going to have Born Gosu's second Diamond player going up against Spoon here. Oh yeah, I do. I have the thing set up wrong, don't I? I've just realised I put it in best of 5 instead of best of 7. Whoopsie daisies, that's my bad. Oh, now it's not going to fit on the screen. Hang on.
Well,
There we go, nailed it. Alright, everything's fine.
alright. Waiting on our second player. Who is it?
Second player should be Lizard, I think, if he is there.
He's away in
Oh,
StarCraft.
he is. He says I'm here ready whenever, so he'll be here.
Okay. Pretty good. We gotta unleash the lizard.
Yeah, so it's going to be a TVZ, best matchup in the game. Changed my mind.
I'm not gonna change your mind.
Good.
You know, that's basically what Wings of Liberty campaign came down to, and
Yeah.
well, it was all about that TVZ.
Absolutely. I'm just gonna grab a drink 1 sec. I'll be literally 10 seconds.
Literally 10 seconds, says Quaterno.
Yeah.
So, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Who's up? That was longer than 10 seconds.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Apologize. You've apologized. It's fine. Don't worry.
Next map is going to be Amatrin. And we have
Right, I
Lizard.
just see Sated calling me out on my lack of game knowledge. Thank you very much. I'm sorry. I was hoping on Caesar to be here, but you're stuck with me now. I'm basically the clown here. So, you good.
We
Casters.
are ready.
Ready. Amatrin. Alright,
Wait.
I actually do not know the Nydus maps. You have more experience with them than I do, I guess.
Wait, is he playing
So,
Terran?
Yeah? No,
Does he mean to be playing Terran?
wrong races. Wait, what? Can he...
Wait, well, I mean... Well, let's see if we get an insta leave here. May have actually picked the wrong race. Oh, we might have a TVT.
Right, then but can players change their race during the series, or?
Good question. Actually,
I'm
not
very
sure.
confused right now. Remake,
Yes,
there you go.
he did not mean to do that.
Game paused.
Okay. Wrong race.
I feel like can't really blame them for that. Sometimes you play so many games that you just like it's a reflex. You say I'm ready
Yeah.
without even checking your race. You just assume that your race was the same as last time.
Yeah, I was
happens.
almost going to say something there. They asked if we were ready, and I was just like, I don't want to get involved. I don't want to be that guy. I'd be like, dude, you got the wrong race. And he's like, I'm switching races. Do you mind? Like, please don't assume my race.
That's the most British thing ever, man. I swear. You know, you don't want to bother people. There's this Twitter account, Very British Problems, where everything about the British is very mild. You know, you don't show much emotion or that you're livid right now, but on the inside you're just really disturbed. Anyway, remaking the lobby, guys. I hope that wasn't not too much of a far-fetched comment in 2019.
It's
The
2019.
Twitter account
then.
exists. It's fine. I said 2019, yeah, not 18.
Yeah, no, I'm saying it's 2019. Of course, that's comment still. That's okay in 2019.
Gotta speak up, man. Okay, races are good this time.
It's a Zerg versus Terran. Best matchup, not quite TBT, which is one of the best 9 matchups for sure. It's definitely in my top 9. If we include all the random matchups, then it's my top.
Tell me your top 3.
Are we including random as a separate race?
No, we're not including random as a separate race.
My top 3: ZVT, ZVP, and ZVZ.
Okay, good job, man. You have the honors.
Okay, so let me put the best of 7, 1, 1 in the bottom left. Spawning as the red Terran for Born Gosu, it is Lizard Kingly, aka the Lizard, aka. I think that's it. Godzilla, I'll do. And in the top right, as the blue Zerg for daily life, it is Raven.
This map is like Blackpink, but not quite like Blackpink.
Interesting analysis. Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. It's like the bases are in the same position, but the ramps are different.
Yeah, I guess. Kind of.
Right, so even the main ramp is
Blackpink.
exactly the same as Blackpink, man.
Uh,
And it's the same color palette as well, but it's Ametrin, and I'm guessing that's a hint to Amethyst. We go.
perhaps.
Same standard opening for a Zerg player.
Yeah.
Lizard also not getting too greedy as well. You know, Lizard made a name for himself as a Diamond 1 ace. And that was a glorious time. He earned the name of the Lizard. Can he live up to his name in this grand finals? What do you think?
I don't know, man. Like, Lizard, sometimes he just looks godly for a diamond player. Like, because he can play at like masters level, but he has some weaknesses where you look and you're like, yeah, you sort of. He has holes he needs to patch in his game. I think he sort of, once he patches those, he'll be a really good masters player. But yeah, he does when he's on, he is on, and he looks really.
That's pretty
really
much
strong.
Diamond in a nutshell, right? So you got an idea of what you have to do. You can do some things really well, but you're not consistent. And if you are consistent, you're well on your way to climb. But
Yeah.
most diamonds are there because they don't consistently win. Maybe I'm just like saying something to fill time. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no,
What is
you're
this?
right. You're
Cheeky
right.
SUV.
Ah.
Cheeky SUV at Zergsford base.
Yeah, this is there to block a quick third before the Reaper gets there. When you try and take it at like 26 supply. So he's just blocking that when the Reaper gets there, although he didn't block this one. Reaper is going to come in. No quick third base for the Zerg player. And, whoa, he needs to be careful with that Reaper. Okay.
He's not afraid of dying. You know, I think Reapers like to listen to Bon Jovi. It's my life. It's now or never. I'm not gonna live forever, and that's every Reaper's motto. They're not gonna live forever, so might as well do whatever they can.
Yeah, it looks like Reactor Hellions after the CC coming out for Lizard. He's going to spot the drone come out. This is a Zerg's worst nightmare. Is he actually going to block this drone? He needs to... Oh, pulls the drone away. He might have actually been able to get that, but... Lizard really needs to not lose the Reaper, but he lost the Reaper.
Oh, I think at this level it's fine. He delayed the third long enough, forced the gas extractor. I think that's a couple of seconds bought by him.
It's nice, yeah. With the Reaper in that position though, with no queen there, you can kill the drone, all the lings, and just.
Is it worth having your factory late as well? Because all the time that you buy for yourself, it's gonna be. I mean, starport. Sorry. All the time that you buy for yourself over microing, if you do not have the APM, I don't think it's worth it. Sometimes, even like a 10-second delay, that's good enough at this level.
Yeah, maybe. It depends on how much you're going to delay your own stuff. Personally, as a Zerg player, if you can kill the drone and all the lings in that situation, like, that would almost make me want to leave the game as a Zerg player. So I think it's 100% worth it. It's so frustrating for a Zerg player, because then you have to wait for speed, and then sometimes the Hellions get there anyway, and then you have no lings, you have to remake lings, and it's awful. But,
dedicated pressure.
Yeah. Like, lings will scout the Hellions here, and it looks like this Overlord will barely make it to the high ground. And
Roach Warren about to finish for the Zerg player, but I don't think he's going to be ready in time for these Hellions. He has lings though, so as long as...
Yeah,
okay, Hellions moving on the third base, finds nothing. Lings coming in, I don't know why, but that's fine.
Yeah, as long as he can, he just won't be able to saturate this base until the Queens push off the Hellions, and that's fine. There is a Liberator on its way up north for the Terran player, and a third CC starting here with Stim and getting a reactor, get a couple of reactors here, probably for barracks that he's going to make in a minute.
Here we go, Roaches are in position to defend the Hellions along with the Lings. Might just sacrifice them to catch the Hellions off guard.
Ooh,
2 Hellions go down.
Yeah. The Roaches are going to push off. We'll have to see if he wants to actually go into a Roach-based composition. He is still making Roaches. Liberator here did get a couple drones, so just missed that in the main base.
Only 2 drones killed by the Liberator, but he kept it alive, so that's pressure still on the map. Lizard's quite behind on workers, though. I'm not sure that's a good sign or not. Stimpack is about to finish. Third CC as well. Looks like we're going to have a typical all macro TVZ.
Yeah,
Creep
it's...
spread.
The Zerg player does tend to be ahead in drones, but not by this much. I think he's missed a few rounds, especially with the third CC. He does want to be catching up.
Liberator again moving in on the main base, but catches nothing. The Zerg player reacts right on time.
Oh, that's a really harsh position. The Queen has to walk all the way around. It's so annoying. Delaying a lot of mining time here. Let's see if he wants to unsiege. Is he gonna get out?
Liberator
Does get out.
doesn't get away. Well played by the Zerg player, but still, that's lost mining time. Lizard can buy himself something. Going into medevac, marine tank, pickle bio play.
Yeah, this is really interesting. Yeah, Roach Ravager coming out of Zerg player. It's gonna
Can
be
somebody make like a clip of us saying interesting almost at the same time and 10 times in a row? It would be really interesting to rewatch.
It would be interesting. Yeah.
This is an interesting wall by Lizard that is natural. So I don't think any Zergling, I don't think it wants anything to get even close to that wall.
Yeah, I think
3 bunkers.
when you see this amount of roaches, there's always the potential of like a big Roach Ravager bust. And since he did go for the fast CC, he's making sure he's prepared for that. And actually, there is a big attack coming here. Pretty low drone count for the Zerg, though he is making some behind this. And a Hydra Den. This is pretty much as good setup as Lizard can get, although these are really nice biles. Going to hit the tank and the bunker. Does manage to bust.
Down. But the Zerg player is retreating. Not much done by the Zerg here.
There's like a possibility he can break him, but as a Zerg player, you're looking at that, and every time you take a tank shot, it tank shoots you in the heart, and you really have to be confident that you're going to kill him there, otherwise you just lose the game.
Yeah. I don't know about the tank positioning. I think he could have gotten some biles on the tanks and sacrificed some roaches, but I think it's a better call to just back off there.
Yeah.
Go back into macroing. +1 is about to finish for Lizard and concussive shields as well.
Look at this Nydus network. Okay. Someone was watching TLO earlier.
Really? TLO did this?
TLO is doing Nydus EVT, yeah, and moving around.
Uh-oh, drop coming in. He might spot the Nydus right on time.
Yeah. This is so. Look at this. He drops
This
right.
timing, though.
He sees the Nydus like, oh, hang on a minute. Hang on a minute. And he's going to be
Uh-oh.
looking, and he's going to see this straight away. Pulls SCVs and a medevac. He's going to need more than
That's
that to
not
steal
good.
this, though.
That's
Loading
not good at
up
all.
tanks.
You cannot stop the Nydus.
Oh, no, you're right. He cannot, and he does not want to drop those tanks there. They are going to get killed immediately. Needs to be really careful now.
He killed the Nydus worm.
He did, huh?
But another one coming
With
on the way.
SCVs, wow. He needs to siege these tanks, and actually this is looking like a pretty good defense here. If he can stop this Nydus going down, he's losing a bunch of SCVs, but he just wants to get this Nydus, and he does get it. No transfusers. Another Nydus one going down. Raven is insistent on this play working here. Everything is getting taken out though, and it looks like Lizard is going to hold this, despite being really quite far down in supply. And it looks like the madness.
He might drop a Nydus on the third right now. The Overseer is on the way. Is he gonna do it?
He
He's not-
is.
He's doing it.
Yeah.
Here we go.
I feel like this is just going to get taken out though. Doesn't want to pull the mules, but yeah, he needed to elevate the tanks down, I think.
Here
To
come
really
the Marauders,
stop
the
this.
concussive.
But-
Nydus is down, picks off a few roaches and lings.
This is actually working
Overseer.
out. This is actually working out well for Lizard because he's not quite getting the Nydus worms, which means that Raven actually lets a little swath of units come out, and then those units just die for free.
Pretty much.
So actually ended up being a perfect defense by Lizard, and now his army
Lizard is
supply
about-
looking pretty
He's
healthy.
ahead by about 500 gas and 500 minerals in terms of resources lost.
But look at the upgrades. That's
yeah,
the
look at the
story.
upgrades.
Like Marine Marauder against Roach Ravager, you really want to have good upgrades as the Roach Ravager player, because you know the Roaches with the armor upgrade really survive for a long time against Marines. When Marines have got more upgrades, it's dangerous.
Zerg is coming in for the push. The tanks are not sieged. The bio's not in position. This is not looking good.
He needs
Lizard,
to
you
siege
should pay
those
attention.
tanks.
They're too close together. The bios are going to take him out.
It's true. Big amount of Roach Ravager here. Lizard does have the upgrades, but he needs to take a good fight. Where is his army? It's all back here. Once he brings this up, I think he will be okay. Just needs to make sure
There's a
to
lot
not
of
take
SCVs being
fouls.
killed by the Zerg player right now. They're trying to kill the third base right now.
Ooh,
No
no
repair
lift.
coming in. Repair is too late.
Ooh.
Third base gets taken out. Well
The
played.
only thing is, Stimmed Bio can chase these Ravagers across the map a bit. And
I think Lizard can do some damage with this counter attack right now. Well played by the Zerg. He takes out the third base, but drone count also higher than the SCVs. Got some economic damage in. Going for Burrow, interesting enough. What is he planning what to do with Burrow?
maybe with some Burrowed Roaches if he gets the Tunneling Claws upgrades. I don't know. Does he have a Baneling Nest? Oh, maybe Burrowed Infestors? He's getting an Infestation Pit.
He does have a Baneling Nest, so he could have Burrow Banelings around the way.
Doesn't have Baneling
Lizard
speed,
opting
just
not
yet.
to counterattack. He could have done some damage there. Fourth base going down for the Zerg player in the bottom right.
I think
Lizard
he wants to
barely-
hit with 2-2. Because 2-2 Marine Marauder against this. Right now, the upgrades are actually even, which with the army supplies it is, could go either way. He's actually going to push in now. Tanks are not sieged. Baneling's actually getting stuck behind. Really wants to get those to connect on the Marines. Really nice focus fire on the Banelings there. Let's take them out of the tanks, but now there's just not enough left, and I think that was a little bit of an anti-timing there by Lizard. He really wanted to wait for 2-2, I think, there.
Not a great push for our turn player right now.
Army supplies still relatively even, which generally, if the Terran's in a good position, a good setup, will be beneficial for the Terran if the Zerg is roach heavy. But as the game's gone on, he's sort of switching out into sort of Hydraling with a few Banes. He does want to get Baneling speed though if he's going to continue to do that. 2-2 being done is going to be very powerful now against only 1-1 and not even any melee upgrades for the Zerg.
Lizard is getting all the upgrades. He's really ahead, but he needs that army supply to counter this Roach, Ling, Hydra, and one Baneling. He's morphing Banelings. He's trying to take out the bio there.
Only just
This
now
is-
starting binding speed is really unfortunate. Really would like to have that, as I don't think he can push in here without it.
Lizard needs to... He's spotting the Banelings morphing in.
There's a drop in the main base dropping in now, right as this is going on. There's actually nothing here to defend. As these Marines and Marauder are going to get some nice kills here on the Queen. And then probably some drone kills as well. Really nice play here. Actually pulling the whole army back for the Zerg player.
This bot loses some time to macro up and get some units. Pretty well played. 6 drones went down. Picks up the drop. Loses no units. That's really good play.
Really nice.
When you don't lose a single unit, you must feel really good as a Terran.
And look, he's just sending out these Marines, just checking like, hey, did you go home? Or do I still need to be like super worried right now? He's actually not building any tanks.
That's not a good sign. Uh-oh. He's gripping something together. Do not push up the ramp, Lizard. Uh-oh. Here we go, the armies are circling each other.
Oh my goodness.
Are they gonna spot something? No. Drop goes back into the main, that's why the army is going back together.
Ah, nice. Yeah, really nice.
Counter-attack
really
at the
nice
fourth.
Really
Lizard.
good positioning here by Lizard. Yeah, uses that drop to pull the Zerg out one way and then takes out the space. Really nice play.
He needs to back off right now.
Does need to be
Or he could kill some Zerglings on the way.
I don't think he can move. I think he has to fight right here. Zerg's going to make him. And he needs to make sure he doesn't get hit by these Banelings. Do have speed. A really big
by the Zerg player. Takes out a lot of the bio. 11 drones went down in this entire exchange.
Ooh, that's a full medevac. That is a full medevac.
So medevacs still get back home. More bios on the way. Lizard getting some tanks to defend.
Yes,
Plus 3 is edging ever closer to finishing. And if that finishes before Raven attacks, I think Lizard might have this.
I think with the tanks he should be fine now. I think he stopped producing tanks. He thought it was Roach Ravager and he just wanted to get more Marauders. But now he's seeing Banelings. He does realise he needs those tanks. And like you said, this 3-3 is going to be huge. Against literally just 1-1. He'll have 1-1 on everything, Raven. But that's it. He's not going to have anything more than that. And 3-3 bio is terrifying again if you don't have good upgrades.
They did not spot the 4th base yet. Raven doesn't know there's a 4th base.
Oh, I think Lizard's going to pounce on this and he's going to... There's no Banelings here. These Marines are just going to wreck these Hydralisks. 3-3 upgrades.
Plus 3, doing the work. Look how many shots these Marines take to die.
It's a pretty close fight actually, although there's still reinforcements coming in here and a bunker as well.
Defender's advantage, reinforcements are really close. Wipes out the army. Raven can remax, but at the moment the army advantage is in favor of Lizard. Worker count's pretty even. Lizard got a lot of gas, but same for the Zerg player. Zerg isn't changing to any other tech. He's still staying on Roach Ravager with Hydras. I don't know if that's the right call.
Yeah, he made the infestation pip. He's not really used it yet. I'm wondering if that was maybe for infestors or he was planning to go Hive, but losing the drones, decided against it.
How many drones do you need for Hive Tech?
If you're gonna actually build Hive Tech units, you want at least 70, I think, to really. If you're gonna make Broodlords or Ultralisks, because they're just so expensive.
Or a bank to get those units started as fast as possible.
Yeah. So I think he's a bit lower than he would probably like here, but I think he's probably in a position where he fears just droning up here, in case Lizard pushes out. I think the upgrades though, he really needs to start 2-2. Raven does, because again 3-3 against 1-1 is
Medivacs
brutal.
got off guard. Spots the army though, at least that. The creep spread isn't that close to the turn base, so it's a bit hard for the Zerg to maneuver around. Both these players are pretty evenly matched.
Yeah, it's very, very back and forth right now, and I think these upgrades are just going to win out in the end if this game continues on and Raven doesn't start his 2-2.
Lizard needs to siege up and pre-split.
Are there Banelings here? There's a few Banelings. Yeah, just need to be careful of those. We get some huge Baneling connections there. Lizard making a little bit of an error, but there's just not much else left. That was pretty much as good a fight as Raven could have hoped for, but even still, these upgrades are just... Yeah, they're ridiculous. And rallying Zerglings are not going to do anything with these upgrades.
GG's fault. Lizard takes game number 2. 2-1 for Born Gosu at the moment. Well played on both players. I enjoyed that game. I thought it was really, really good and really even.
Hey man, TVZ
I
best matchup.
I wouldn't be able to tell you who would have won until the end when +3 was up.
Yeah. TVZ best matchup.
TVZ best matchup, as you said. Much closer.
Yeah.
Looks like Iced is back. Saying hi in chat. in the Twitch chat, of course.
Okay. So that is the end of the Diamond players for Daily Life. So next up is going to be Daily Life's first Masters player. So this is where the competition gets very serious. And the advantage of taking out the Diamond players for Born Gosu here is now Born Gosu gets to see who the first Masters player is and more importantly what race they are. Because obviously these lineups don't need to be submitted in advance. You can counterpick opposing players. So we'll have to see if Lizard Kingly can stand up to the first Masters player. Obviously, if he does, that creates a huge advantage for Born Gosu.
I don't want to badmouth our team. I don't think Lizard is quite up to that task yet. He wasn't doing that well under pressure, but he managed to stop those Nyduses. He didn't really counter drop that well. There was one drop that really did a lot of work in the main base, but that was about it for his multitasking, dropping in multiple places, preparing a siege zone and whatnot. He's place splitting. As long as he, I don't know, shows a good game, I'm fine with that.
Yeah, that's generally the way it goes. Looks like a Masters 2 Zerg, 4.9k MMR. So, getting serious now. So, yeah, this is the way this format works is, we're going to have Lizard King is a Diamond player up against almost a Masters 1 player. Obviously puts him at a, he's not favoured in this matchup, but it's one of those situations where by virtue of beating the Diamond players, then Born Gosu gets to at least see who the first Masters player is and then get a chance at taking him out before we send out our Masters players. So we'll have to see how Lizard stands up to the might of a almost Masters 1 player.
Will the real Lizard please stand up? Please stand up. Alright, forgive me.
I'll just let that one sit.
It's 2 a.m. guys. If I say random stuff, just forgive me, okay?
Yeah, we are just waiting on the map choice here from a Scarecrow.
What a Scarecrow! Here we go. At least on stream the GG was called. Interesting. I don't know about you, but I really like Twitch chat. Look at all these jubilant players ready to cheer on for their teams, say hello, interact with the casters. It's a pretty pleasant experience in my opinion. This looks like Dragon Sure. Is it Dragon Sure? I think so.
Yeah. I'm just going to call out Snoctopus here for adding me and asking me for customs at this point.
Oh my god, man.
He literally just PM'd me. He's like, yo man, I want to try out a build. Can we play some customs? I'm like, we're literally in the grand finals of Nydus NA right now. Like, what the hell are you doing?
Team.
What the hell are you doing if you're not watching this? Yeah, he used to be on D-Life, right? It's his current team versus his former team in the grand finals of Nydus. And he's like, dude, I'm catching up on GSL.
I feel like the only excuse would be if you wanted to catch on Cyril's games. That's about it. If you would have said, look, I'm catching up on Cyril's games while trying out a new build, I would have understood, but otherwise, nah.
Scarecrow. Get that name in. He is a Zerg player. Race check. Okay. Okay, so we have another TBC.
Do you know what's the hotkey to follow units on your screen in observer mode?
It's Control Shift F, I think, for default. I'm not sure what it is on mine because I'm on the core and it's changed a bunch of my hotkeys. So.
Alright, I'll have to try it out for myself.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's either Control F or Control Shift F or something like that. It's definitely Control and F are in there.
I have a meme and a dream. Once I get a job and I get an income, I'll buy a really good PC for streaming as well. And if I'll be like the backup caster, okay? Whenever Caesar drinks himself to sleep,
Which
I'll be
pretty
there.
often. Yeah.
And, do the camera. Do I have the honors?
Go for it, Dan.
Starting in the top right, in the purple, the Zerg player representing D-Life. It is a Scarecrow with WWW. And in the bottom left, in the red, representing Born Gosu, it is the Lizard Kingly. Another good matchup, TVZ. Got a lot of it today.
Yeah.
Had that in WCS, having it in Nydus. Never get tired of it though.
Yeah, definitely. Especially when we've got like really like pretty high level Zergs like this playing. I always like to watch and see what I can steal. Although this guy's opening 17 hatch, but you know.
Goterno, I steal memes. You steal build orders.
Yeah, it's just like those little things, you know, like for a long time it was when do I take my third base against Terran, and I feel like I've pretty much solved that problem now. And then it's like when to drone and like what to do versus different openers, and that's all the funs of TVC.
Awesome game so far, guys. Shout out to everybody in chat. Raise your energies, raise your kappas. Let's have a really good grand final.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say this again. It's 20 minutes past 2 a.m. I'm sleep deprived. If I say anything dumb, call me out. And tell me to stop doing that, Dan. So, it'll be good.
Okay, so the first thing we're going to look at here is, as we do have Lizard Kingly going for a standard 1 Rax expand off the Reaper, we have to see when a Scarecrow wants to take his third base. There's a few different times I've seen a bunch of people do. You've got the really quick where you take it at 20 before the Overlord. You've got the sort of semi-quick where you take it at like 26. And then you've got delays where you take it past that. You're sending a drone. Let's just go into the natural. So if you take it after 26, the Reaper is going to be around and you are going to have to deal with that. He's not hidden a drone. So we'll see how he wants to go about that as the factory is now going down, ready for the Hellions. And the Reaper is coming in now. Although it's actually
are moving out. They're not coming back for the Reaper.
This is I think a Scarecrow was thinking that there wasn't a Reaper because it was a bit delayed, but actually Lizard Kingly was just checking the other third base, and the Lings are gonna just run straight across the map. Actually saves the drones.
Time. Pretty good played. Pretty well played. There's a lone Marine that's not gonna survive against these Lings. Lizard needs something to stop this.
Actually, yeah, this is actually genius by a Scarecrow. He's actually just. There's nothing here, and there's no wall. This is really unfortunate. He could block this factory. I think Lizard should not have lifted that factory because now he can't land it. And he really wants to get a Hellion. He probably should have just made one Hellion. He needs to just land the factory and make a Hellion because... Okay.
2 SCPs went down. Reaper's back home to stop these Lings.
Yeah.
Reaper, don't lose it. Don't fear the Reaper, man.
Oh, Ling's speed is now done though. Just barely manages to get them, and that is a really annoying start there for Terran.
Delayed Hellions. The Zerg player knows Hellions is going to be a thing, so now he's prepared to stop any pressure. He knows how many drones he can make before the Hellions are going to hit.
He even opens with Overlord speed as well, so he's just going to get a full scout of everything. Even though he already did, he's going to get a secondary scout and see... did he actually see the starport? He did see a building, yeah.
Well, I think you can assume it as a Zerg player that the starport is going to build. Yeah, he saw it, so then he knows it's not going to be proxied, though.
He wants to know...
Starport.
I think he wants to know, is there a tech lab on it? Does he need to prepare for Banshees? Or is it just going to be a Liberator?
There is an Overlord placed close to the starport location, so if Lizard doesn't pick his attack path well, it's going to get spotted.
Yeah.
Where's the Liberator going to be rallied to? Let's see. I want to mention one thing before anything gets crazy. This map looks like somebody, a Warcraft 3 fan made this map. All these trees remind me of that game.
Oh, this Ling counterattack. Hellions are only halfway complete. These Lings are going to get in here and be really annoying. This is just brutal here. Scarecrow just being all over the map. Despite the Hellions harassing him, he's sending his Lings out. And this is just annoying for Terran to deal with. These Hellions don't want to be coming back here and fighting Lings. They want to be on the other side of the map, preventing creep spread and things like that. 3 workers go down.
Solstice is ready, so I'm gonna let him come in after this game is over.
Okay, Liberator actually just sitting here. Not doing anything with that just yet. Just create a reactor on the starport. Probably just going to swap that out with the barracks. And the Liberator now does move out. Probably...
Double Evo Chamber on the way for a Zerg player.
And
again,
roaches.
Standard game. What else am I supposed to say, man?
He's getting into
This
some
time-
roaches, which is quite interesting. Although he's going for the melee upgrades, so I think they're just a few safety roaches to push back the Hellions, which can be really nice because like these roaches here can just walk up the ramp, and the Hellions are not going to fight that. So the roaches can
Why
just
just
push
lose
back.
Lings? Why lose Lings when you can just have roaches pressure the Hellions out? And it could also be like a fake.
Ooh,
So
Liberator
Lizard might
Siege
overreact.
is right on top of a Spore Crawler and a Queen. That's really not what you want to have happen here for Lizard. And he is actually... no, okay, they both walk away. Sort of a weird
Really good
dance
drone
there.
saturation by a Scarecrow. Double the workers.
Yeah, he's looking fantastic now. And there's no 3rd CC landed yet for Lizard. He's only just morphing it in his main. And he's got to be feeling pressured back now and worried when the next Ling backstab's going to come. And a Spire. For a Scarecrow. Spire coming down. And so looking like he may actually want to play Mutas.
Lingbane Muta.
Yeah.
Good time to see it. Lots of openings for him. I don't know if Lizard... No, he doesn't have an NG... Wait, NGPS. Doesn't have missile turrets.
I think in this sort of situation where a Scarecrow knows he's ahead, he just going Mutas is really nice because it really lets you shut down the drops really hard, harder than Hydralisk would, and gives you opportunity to harass, which is going to force turrets at the very least, and it's just going to put more pressure on Lizard. And I think when you feel like you're ahead and you're better than your opponent, you want to just pressure them and force them to make mistakes, and that seems to be what his plan is here.
Yeah, the Link denying the third base from landing. Lizard cleaning it up. Zerg went for a macro hatch. He's got a lot of minerals in his bank.
Yeah, he does actually. He's floating quite a bit. Maybe he could have done with the macro hatch a bit earlier, but he'll end up spending that once he's got his 4th base up. And he's saving a lot for the Mutas as well.
Lizard went for concussive shells. He called out the bluff on the roaches.
Yeah, it's that thing. When you know the Zerg player's got a Roach Warren, you never know. He could just make loads or he could just make 4. You kind of need to respect that a bit. And concussive shell's not that expensive an upgrade, so I guess
I like this. There's a couple of Hellbats that were kept alive, and they're going to push in with the Marines, try to cut the creep, and if the Zerg pounces on him... Though, there's a lot of Banelings, so this might not work out very well.
On creep. Bailing
Lizard,
speed
back
is
off,
not
EC dummy.
done yet, but he can't really fight this on creep. Even there's no bailing speed, you don't want to be on creep against this. Yeah, it does get most of that cleaned up.
Counterattack Muta's coming in the natural right
Oh,
now.
this
A lot of
I think
focus
this
is gonna go down.
this is just it, right? As a Terran player, you see this, like, oh dear.
You got nothing.
Yeah.
Liberator, is that Liberator range?
That's drilling claws.
Sorry, Drilling Claws on the way. That's too late, too late.
These Mutas can just kill these Marines and then all the workers. It doesn't actually want to go for it. It's actually just going to take out the 3rd base. And yeah, this is pretty much just...
Pretty much checkmate. Sort of. Almost a checkmate.
It's going to get
Lizard
this
doesn't
tank
want to give
here.
up this position.
Does catch a couple of Mutas there, but Lizard is in a god-awful position right here. It will take the play of a mad genius to come back here. There's a huge
I don't see
army.
the Zerg player making a mistake here, enabling Lizard to win. But you never know. I mean,
The
well,
one
if he doesn't
thing,
want to give up,
the one thing Lizard has going for him is he is going to finish 2-2 before the Zerg. But
that's
other
not
than
gonna
that,
work. There's too many Banelings, too many Lings, and Mutas as well. Mutas
yeah.
coming in the main back again, kills the SCVs building the missile turrets. Backs off in the main mineral line though.
This
Right,
army
even
is
if
just
Lizard defends this,
brutal.
he doesn't have a third base, so the Zerg already. And the Zerg has 3 times the army supply as well. A Widowmine. The Zerg is just gonna wash these units away.
Yeah.
Here we go. Marines dying to the Mutas and Lings. Lings coming in into the natural.
I think this is going to be it here.
Cleanup crew is on the way. It's a spring cleaning time. And the Zerg's got this.
That's
also.
so much Zerg. I almost want to just GG out just to not watch. Like a horror film.
Hey, you're a Zerg player. You like seeing this.
Yeah, but you know, Lizard's my boy.
Yeah, Lizard's our boy.
So, unfortunately,
Scarecrow.
the Lizard does fall to a Scarecrow. Interesting.
He takes it's now equal between BG and D-Life 2-2. Sorry for the lackluster casting. I'm gonna back away now. Sauce is ready to go and join you right now. I wish good luck to Born Gosu.
Oh, you're not going to stay
And
now?
nah,
Fair enough.
gotta go, man. Sauce has to join. Let him the Sauce. He needs to join for the next breakdown. You know, he needs the knowledge from the cast directly.
That's true. Let's see if he is here.
I'm gonna be on standby, so if Sauce has to do something, I'll be here. So
Alright. Thanks a
for
lot.
now,
Man.
farewell stream, farewell Coturno, thank you for having me.
Pleasure
And,
as always.
let's take this home.
Hello.
Sauce. Hello.
Turno.
How's ATL going?
It's over.
It's over. Who won?
We did.
Hooray!
What do you think?
I don't know, man.
Continuing my win streak in ATL.
Nice one. Did you choose a guy?
Okay, so we're on game 4.
It's the Masters games now. It's 2-2. Everyone's beaten someone, apart from Marine, the first one. So Spoon beat Marine, Raven beat Spoon, Lizard beat Raven, and then Lizard fell to the first Masters player, a Scarecrow, who is a pretty much Masters 1 Zerg. And we've got our first Masters player on the way.
Hold on, I don't know why I'm on White Batman. Let me change my tag.
It's okay.
Sorry about that. Okay.
Yeah, let's get you in here.
So here we are, grand finals.
Yeah.
Or here I am finally.
Yeah,
A
here
little
you
late
are.
to the show, but I'm excited for some high-level StarCraft. High level.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. I'm not sure who the first player is. It looks like it actually is going to be Sated. Really
Okay.
cool.
Very interesting.
Yeah, I didn't actually know. I knew there's a pool of players we got, but I didn't know who the captain's going to put in. Choosing for Sated, who is a Masters 1 Protoss player, and he is choosing Triton.
Very cool.
Interesting. So, yeah, I wasn't sure if we were going to have another TVZ or maybe a ZVZ, but actually we got a PVZ.
Very nice. This is
Yeah.
a PVZ I will definitely want to see.
Yeah.
I like Sated as a player.
Sated is an interesting Protoss. He's not what you'd call a textbook Protoss player.
Yeah,
He's sort
we'll leave it at
he's
that.
sort of like the SOS of our team. Like
Yeah,
he
I
just
would, I
does.
would say,
Yeah,
I would say that's a good idea. That's a
yeah.
good way to call it. Sadie does interesting things, but he's not. It's not that he's just winging it. He knows exactly what he's doing.
Oh, he knows. He knows what he's doing. He's got it figured out in his head, and you're watching, and you're like, "Is this standard?" And the answer's no, not really. It's like, does this work? Does this work? Yeah, apparently it does. And that's basically what you say when you're watching Sated play, and he makes it work. Some he can do pretty much anything though. I've seen him play more standard, but I've also seen him do some really weird builds.
Oh, yeah.
So definitely a strong player.
A Scarecrow, I'm not very familiar with on D Life. I know he just played last. He played Lizard, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, so did he play pretty standard, or how did he?
It seemed pretty standard, yeah.
There we go.
He was getting the Ling run bys in. Like his first 4 links just ran straight to the other side of the map, around the Reaper, and just caused havoc. Blocked the factory from landing. So annoying. Yeah. He and then he had another Ling run by while the Hellions are pressuring. It's definitely a sign of a good Zerg who knows how to fend off those pressures and harasses, while also having the mental wherewithal to actually think, I'm going to just send like 13 Lings in. He won't have a wall done, and they're going to just bug the Terran and maybe get some worker kills.
Yeah.
And yeah, he was definitely good at that. So yeah.
So we are almost ready. Looks like a Scarecrow just had requested a second here. So
Yeah, here at the GSL, we do allow the players to take a break.
yes,
And a
thank you,
Scarecrow
Tables.
has requested his break. You know, the medium of esports is electronic, and you know, as with that, you know, sometimes things go wrong, and you know, that's something that we have to deal with here. But this is totally normal, guys, and
You just opened your encyclopedia of tasteless, time-filling things to say. It just just threw that one out, didn't you?
so how about Game of Thrones, right?
How about Battletoads? Let's talk about
Battletoads.
Oh my goodness. So, maps that have already been played, since I don't know. I guess I did see Dragonshire was being played last.
We had Port Alexander, King's Cove, Amatrin, Dragonshire, and now Triton is the next map.
Okay. So everybody got rid of all of the ladder maps already.
Yeah, straight away.
Yep.
So what we've got left is Triton, then we've got Kerazan Rift and Eternal Youth. 2 odd maps, I would say. Kerazan Rift very big, and Eternal Youth where you get the free 3 bases, which should be interesting to see. And it looks like Scarecrow is ready, and we're actually going to get into our game now. Exciting times.
Alrighty. So Triton, also known as Big Fracture, is up next.
Is that how it's known?
That's what I call it.
Okay.
I call it Big Fracture.
Big Fracture. Just is that because of the tile set?
Yeah, mainly.
Okay. Sauce, do you want to intro the players?
Sure.
Oh,
We were on the Singapore server for some reason.
Yep, we were indeed on Singapore. That's
Not what we want.
not what we want there. Okay. So guys, yeah, the medium of esports is technology. Sometimes we do get some hiccups, and okay, we're just getting a bit of weird server issues. Where is the Scarecrow wrong? From?
I'm not sure. Weird things can happen when you're in a party and you make a game.
Yeah. People always seem to say that the the lobby... Oh, he's in Australia. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. Okay. Yeah, a lot of people say it's the host that decides where the server is, but...
Yeah, it's not necessarily true.
Yeah.
I've had problems with this in CTL before, and a couple of Australian players. We tried to like set it up, and it hasn't worked. And found the best way was to just the individual was like making the game, just left the party, made it by themselves, so it like automatically took whatever server.
Yeah. I think if everyone in the group is
invited
set
people.
to US West, we should be on US West. Right?
Okay,
So...
that should work. So let me try it.
Are you on US West?
Yes.
It looks like we've got some...
Oh God.
Looks like the Gosu captain's trying to... because we've got Disrespect, who does need to leave, but trying to figure out if we can swap him in before he has to go. Physics Noob asking if the players of mind swapping him in. Scarecrow immediately calling out, is it Disrespect? Definitely a feared player from the other teams.
Disrespect.
Disrespect. Is he on a barcode? Well, so it looks like we might actually have Disrespect versus Sated. Which gives us a TVZ.
Okay.
Again. So, you know, if at first it doesn't, TVZ, 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 TVZ. Again. No complaints from me, as this is the best matchup.
No.
But I was looking forward to see Sated play PVZ as well. Can we... Ready?
Suppose we will see him later on, maybe?
Yeah. Maybe we will see Sated. Does kind of spoil that we've got Sated in waiting reserve, but it is actually going to be a Scarecrow against Disrespect, playing a barcode here, and we're on the Australia server. I guess a Scarecrow will be alright with that. Would you like to introduce the players, Sauce?
Okay, hold on. I don't believe.
Okay.
Okay, so here's what we gotta do.
Okay.
Someone has to. Okay. Here, let me do this. Is there a are we in a channel, a chat channel?
Yeah, I think I'm not, but I think there is one. BGVSDL. Host the outside party. Yeah.
it wouldn't be a cast between servers if it wasn't
Really screwed
there
up.
wasn't issues with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, we
Always.
do wanna make sure we get on the right server. Obviously, a Scarecrow is in Australia, Disrespect in US East Coast. So playing on Australia server does give a pretty huge advantage to Scarecrow, and similarly playing on US East or Singapore just makes everyone sad. So we're gonna try and get on US West to give everyone a fair shot. Are you in the game?
I am in the game. Are you in the game?
No, can you invite me?
Yes. Yes, I can.
Okay, I've set my server to US West in case that makes a difference.
It may not, but we will find out.
Have we got... okay.
Is this everybody we need?
Well, the physics is not here, but...
Oh. Rip.
We're ready,
Well,
so...
That's why we have a cast. I do believe we're on Western server. It just popped up at the top left of the screen.
Perfectamundo. So, let's go!
Okay. Here we are in game number 5. If I'm not mistaken.
It's game number something.
Game number something. Up here in the top left, in purple, playing for D-Life, it is a Scarecrow. And in the bottom right, playing in red for Teamborn Gosu, it is Disrespect.
Actually,
Playing a barcode.
I think I had the scores wrong the last game. So last time I put it as 2-2, but now it's 2-2. Yeah. So these
Two in
are
the best of 7.
yeah. So these are the first 2 Masters players for both teams. So this is when the competition gets super heated.
That's right. The first 2 Diamond players, I suppose, on both teams were taken out, and as you said, they everybody basically won a game, gone pretty back and forth. So we kind of reset things here, getting to the Masters sets. So
Yeah, interesting. We got a pull first here from Scarecrow. Nothing super crazy, but he is pulling lava. Is probably gonna make just the 6 lanes and try and run around the Reaper.
hoping that Disrespect does not do a SCV scout, but it does look like he is not SCV scouting.
Yeah, we have to see what he does with the
Advantages of this
Reaper.
are pretty good advantages of this. If he doesn't see it, you could cancel the command center altogether. If the Reaper goes, the Reaper is going all the way across
Oh
the map.
no, this is
So that's
yeah.
it's really rough. I mean, it's not that
Doesn't
not that
see the
Disrespect-
lanes.
yeah, he's not going to see them at all.
I was thinking maybe if he popped by the watchtower, he may have seen them, but yeah, not even a marine, going straight into the reactor.
Yeah.
He's gonna see. He goes up, sees the late hatchery, and he's like, "Oh dear." He knows what's up, and he's going straight home.
Yeah.
Oh no, he's gonna have the CC delayed. The
CC
Reaper
will
is
definitely
coming.
be delayed. And those lings are going to go to work on that command center. Try to kill it before
Reaper does.
Reaper kill them. And Reaper's Mike going pretty hard with that Reaper. SCV's still alive.
Not anymore.
Anymore. He's able to take out 3 of the lings. He needs to take out the rest of these, and he does. Push them
Yeah.
back, and that's not it's not a good start for Disrespect, but it could certainly have gone a lot worse. Those lings could definitely have canceled that command center, and that could have been really tough.
Yeah, he actually delayed the swap on the factory there to get 2 Marines out quickly to help clear out that. Scarecrow did walk into a bit of a supply block there, unfortunately, but he does manage to get his 3rd hatch down without any trouble, which is really nice for him.
Anything else so far? Looking pretty standard here, it seems. We have Reaper trying to poke in, but getting pushed back by the Queens. So it's going to be that 1-1-1 from Disrespect. Yeah. So we have Liberators, or a Liberator out so far, and a couple of these Hellions we'll see.
Yeah, Liberator, Hellions, and a quick stim. Pretty standard. Adding on a reactor onto the starport there. Probably going to use that for the extra barracks as he starts to get his economy going. Nice quick 3rd CC coming here as well as part of the wall. As the Hellions move out with the Liberator as well.
Pretty big wall actually on this map, I didn't realize.
Yeah, Hellions actually do get onto the 3rd base as the Liberator is going to the natural. There are no spores just right now, and the only units available, there's only 4 Queens. Liberator does siege here as the Queens are defending the Hellions. Scarecrow does pull the drones out of the way after losing just 1 there.
Yeah,
but
it's still a big deal that he's going to lose a couple of more.
And actually, the Queen's getting in on the Liberator now. They're not going to be able to take that out. This is really...
It's not a good position to be on.
Oh,
and these Hellions are now coming back around. They're going to circumvent and come back into the natural.
The Queens are dead, so the Hellions can... Oh, he bumps the Queen into the Liberation Zone and takes it out! Genius! And
My
then he
goodness.
roasts even more drones.
5,000 IQ plays here from Disrespect.
Wow.
Hellions finally do get... Yeah, the Hellions and the Liberator...
Beautiful. An instant Nydus. Instant Nydus goes down.
Wow.
A Scarecrow decisive right here just says, you know what? Now I've had enough of this. You're not gonna make me look a fool. You want to do something cool? Yeah. I can do something cool.
And the Nydus is strong. You hear me talking about it all the time, and we've seen it. We're seeing it all over the place. Pros are using it.
Here we go.
A lot more.
We've not got Game Heart on, so I couldn't see how many workers. 15 actually killed there.
God.
By Disrespect. That's more than 8, which, as Rex is always telling me, is the magic number. If you kill 8, you just win. The Nydus goes down though. Let's see what Disrespect is looking at. He does see it. He's actually looking right at it. He knows it's there.
Yeah, he knows it's there. He's going to try to take it out, but will he get it before it hatches?
Oh, he gets the Queen out. Is he going to get transfused? He transfuses. Oh my god, the transfuse, he does take it down, but a lot of roaches manage to get out, and he's putting down another one straight away. These Marines are going to have a hard time killing these roaches. A really strong Nydus play here, and actually, this could be devastating here for Disrespect.
It certainly could be, as the Nydus refinishes here. More roaches are pouring out. He's just trying to get a tank out as fast as he can.
Yeah, he's trying to get that tank out, and that tank is what he needs right now. There's not too many roaches, but he is actually going to snipe off, I believe that was combat shields. Yeah, the tank. When the tank does pop out, you will be able to siege and push this back. I don't think there's enough roaches to really push in here, but he has managed to do quite a bit of damage. He's actually flooding more roaches in. He is actually going for it.
He is. He's all in on this, I think. More from some Ravagers as well. And the E-Bays are still alive, and 1-1 is about to kick in.
He's pushing. He's diving on the tank. He's going to try and corrosive bile down that tank. SCVs are pulled. Biles go down the tank, but the tank is repaired through the biles, and the biles weren't all at once, so he actually does manage to keep that alive. A lot of SCVs going down now. 24 SCVs.
I think this Nydus is all but over here as Disrespect.
I think you're right. I think that is it. Going to be running out of steam. The mules drop. The sign of a Terran player who feels like he can mine safely again. But it's not over. Oh, it's not over.
Another Nydus is going to drop out in front of the base.
He's
over
actually
by the third location.
He's actually going back to droning after this. He did. Scarecrow did kill quite a lot of SCVs. So I think this Nydus is just to scare Disrespect, as a Scarecrow does.
Right.
He's actually just scanning here, thinking, where is the Nydus? And another one goes down in the main base again. Disrespect is just flying straight out. He's loaded up everything, flying straight out. He thinks this is over. But he puts down a depot and sees the Nydus.
Yeah, he's calling this bluff here, and a bunch of Lings are going to load in, though, and that's going to be really rough.
Yeah. Bunch of Lings coming in.
But, you know, SCVs
with armor upgrades and
Yeah.
medevacs, they're actually pretty hard to kill.
My back. Yeah, that'll take care of it.
Yeah. So, when all is said and done, 25 workers lost for Disrespect. And it puts the...
Scarecrow does pull ahead in drones, but we have to look at the overall big picture here, and that's the upgrades are ahead here for Disrespect. He has his third base made. He's just using it to replace some of the SCVs in the natural.
It's the upgrades and also the tech. Bailing speed only just started now. There's no Hydralisk dent, and that is gonna mean that a Scarecrow is just on Lingbane Roach, and his upgrades are gonna be behind, like you said. 2-2 is already on the way for Disrespect.
This little drop here coming over to the third, and it's gonna try to take out what it can. A couple of roaches here, but
superior upgrades bio against roaches.
Absolutely.
Sad times for
And
the
that's
roaches.
Gonna be tough for the roaches. Now he's cleared everything out. He's gonna go for the drones and take out as much as he can. And
Ooh,
he
yeah.
is.
Drones are running for their life. Lings do pop, but the Lings are going to go down as well. With no upgrades. And actually, he's bleeding out too much. G is called. Disrespect takes in a wild game.
Wow.
Crazy.
Pretty scary there for a minute for Disrespect, but
Yeah.
Cool.
I
Early
just,
on that damage that he did and sick plays.
I just love how quickly, after that really, really nice opener from Disrespect, a Scarecrow just snap calls like, Nydus, that's it. Nydus. Yeah. I wonder if that was his plan going in, or whether that was like a snap call. It's really interesting to me. Whether
I mean, I think it was a good decision.
Yeah.
Regardless, because whether or not he planned it, I think that was really his best option there. After losing so many drones to that initial attack, if he just sat back and let Disrespect continue to macro up, that would have been an even more difficult game for Scarecrow to come back in.
Yeah, definitely.
Well done, Disrespect, bringing it back as the scores tip again into the Born Gosu favor. And we await the next player from D-Life.
Yeah, so that puts the score here at 3-2 for Born Gosu, putting Born Gosu on match point to see who the last player is for Daily Life.
Crazy stuff.
Yeah. I wonder who they're going to put out. I don't really know the Daily Life team that well.
Gotta say, this is pretty exciting. I mean, this is the first time Born Gosu has made it to the finals of a Nydus event, and
Ooh.
we find our final player here
Luneth.
for D-Life, and it will be Luneth.
Actually, yeah, I did hear this name battered around. I think this was the expected last player.
Oh, you don't know Luneth?
I don't
Very
know.
well.
I don't know. Do you?
Yes. Lunith is an interesting Protoss himself. So this should be quite interesting.
Oh my god, can you imagine if Lunith beats Disrespect and then Sated comes out in the last game? We could have a rematch of what we saw in the Born Gosu in-house of Sated versus Disrespect's Protoss. That would be...
pretty sure I'm pretty sure if that were to happen, none of us would have any idea what on earth is going on. I mean, we'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see.
So, yeah, Lunith just below the MMR limit, about 5.2, 5.3k. Protoss player going up against Disrespect. Disrespect has said that he does feel confident in TVP. Feels like it's his best matchup. Although he has been playing more Protoss himself and Osu than he has Terran in the last week or so. So maybe that gives him a perspective on the Protoss mindset. We'll see.
Who knows? It could be anything. Disrespect. Definitely the ace of the Born Gosu team, carrying us a lot through the season.
Yeah, has been.
But you know, he is out here now and ready to take it. I think
we have our map selection. It is Eternal Youth. Eternal Youth, which is the map with the sort of free third base. Like there's one ramp into your in the third natural and main. There's one ramp into that whole thing. So yeah, interesting pick there from a PVT perspective.
We are going on west, correct?
I guess so. I don't know where is Lunith from?
I believe he's also from Australia.
Okay.
Or that area.
Okay. At least if you make the game, we'll make sure that physics gets in. Okay. This game is no longer available. Can't join you.
I'll remake.
Sorry about this, guys. We're just trying to get the last game, potentially last game, set up. Trying to make sure we're on the right servers. We've got players from all over, and we want to make sure that Blizzard doesn't accidentally pick the wrong server for us. Okay. How are we doing?
I believe... Hold on.
Okay.
Should be able to add direct.
I can just join. Can I just join through physics? Is he in?
Physics is in.
Oh yeah, I got it.
Need to invite everybody else.
Yeah, they're all in that party anyway, I guess. Okay, we just need Disrespect. There we go. Okay. Oh, well, they have the same what is that portrait?
It's the WCS Grand Finals, or the BlizzCon logo. I don't know. Something.
Alright, looks like they're ready. Yeah, he said in the party he's ready.
Oh, okay.
Okie dokie, here we go. So, potentially the last game here. Born Gosu on match point. Disrespect taking on Lunith in a TVP. First TVP. No, we started with a TVP. Perhaps we will end with a TVP.
TVP. Been seeing a lot of TVP recently.
Oh yeah.
Watching a lot of it in WCS, GSL. It's not an unwinnable matchup for Terran.
Okay, so
despite some people's beliefs.
In the bottom left, representing Born Gosu on match point here, it is Disrespect. And in the top right, representing Daily Life, he needs to win this to keep Daily Life in these Nydus Grand Finals. It is Luneth. Having some friendly chat about their portraits.
This could be it.
This could be it. Luneth definitely has practiced these maps, knows what's what with these Reaper jump spots, immediately going straight there to wall. And yeah, like I said, this map is quite interesting because there's a one entrance to the natural, but then the third base is right here, and then you just have one ramp, one giant mega ramp that leads into the third, which protects the entrance to the natural. So you can kind of defend all three bases with this one choke. It is quite wide, and obviously you do have to take care of things like drop play, but it does favour taking a fairly fast three bases, I would say.
Yeah, I would say so.
Let's get the score in here. Oops. 3-2.
So far, pretty normal, as Luneth actually blocking the expansion here of Disrespect.
Yeah, he's being annoying, but
he does get it down. So Reaper expand, everything looking pretty normal.
Yeah, quick scout from
inside.
Yeah, quick scout from Luneth, confirmed no proxy and placed down the Nexus. Good time. And we'll have to see where Luneth wants to go with this. There was a time when the Protest players were opening Stargate. Now I think a lot of protesters are really enjoying opening Blink because of the new price change. Disrespect does find a probe that Luneth was hiding on the map. A little victory there, as I think Luneth wanted to hide that, ready for a scout later. Disrespect going to run, I think, for the jump up point here. He's going to be a bit disappointed when... Wait, can he... Oh my god, he gets up there? What? Oh no!
Oh no,
that's going to be so annoying.
Yeah.
Okay.
That itself is a little tilting. You know, you go to put these buildings here specifically to block this and prevent that from happening. He does get the Reaper, but still. That's got to be feeling a little bit... a little miffed about that.
Yeah, and we do have the Twilight Council coming down, and Disrespect will have actually seen that as he came in with the Reaper, assuming he clicked on it. So he's going to know that there's a quick Twilight coming, means most probably no Stargate, and it's probably going to be a quick Blink. We'll have to see.
Yeah, as you said, Blink kind of the standard, very good. Just a good opener. You can get aggressive with it. You can... Okay.
We have a Dark Shrine.
We do have a Dark Shrine.
And we have an Engineering Bay. Do you know, this is so interesting because I heard Disrespect and Rex talking before the matches, and they're talking about Luneth. And Rex said to him, "Do you build a blind missile turret?" And Disrespect said, "Not every game, but against Luneth, I'm going to build 2 blind turrets because I think he's going to DT me." And we see exactly that. And I think this fast Engineering Bay is going to be exactly what he wants. And I think he is going to make blind turrets, which is going to be... There goes the turrets.
There he is. Turret in the main does go down and
turret in the natural.
Also in the natural. So this is going to be tough. Luneth, unfortunately, is...
Ooh, the Warp Prism just barely missing the Cyclone. Imagine the Cyclone found that Warp Prism. That would have been disastrous for Luna. But the Warp Prism is going to move across the map, and it's going to warp in DTs. But Disrespect, he doesn't have a scan, so he is reliant on these turrets, which means that he won't be able to protect things like
add-ons. Look at this Widow Mine. He just moved it.
Oh. And he sees the
warp in is here.
I think he knows exactly what's going on. And he is going to pull his Marines. And seeing these turrets, you're going to think, what? No way. Ooh.
Yep, and he's got to get the heck out of there.
Barely picks those DTs up.
Whoop, drops
the red one. Interesting. Dude, what if he targets his own Marine and puts the Marine next to the DT? Yes, this is what I was talking about.
Cyclone is going to chase down that warp prism, and it does go down. DT is going to come back into the mineral line. And he's going to get some value out of this DT.
Yeah. Really nice. That was unfortunately the low health one, but yeah. I think this is what I was talking about him being, Disrespect being reliant on these turrets, but he did actually bravely push out to take out the Warp Prism with his Cyclone, which is really well played. Warp Prisms, of course,
Charge
made of
plus
paper.
1 on the way. Yeah. Charge and plus 1 on the way, second Forge coming down, as well as Templar Archive. So Lunith looking to get the other tech paths open here for him.
And just using this DT to scout a little bit. It's
Yeah.
basically an observer, but on the ground.
Not a terrible idea.
Does scan take that out?
It gets taken out. Suspect now with a little force here.
Concussive shot
some damage done.
and combat shield is going to be finished by the time he attacks. He does already have stim and +1 attack. It's going to be
third
quite
DT
powerful.
is trying to come in here, but it's pushed back.
It's going to be quite a powerful attack here. There's not much to defend. There's only a few Zealots, a couple Stalkers. Whooping in Zealots now. Charge is finished. Just Chrono that out and actually starts Blink straight after. You're also going to have +1 ground attack. So the upgrade's looking pretty good, but this Stim, Combat Shield, Concussive Shell with a Cyclone here. Force Field's going to have to be good, I think. Does move forward, actually
Units.
tries to take the Immortal out. The shield battery finishes. Nice pickup there on the Warp Prism. Actually does juggle it. Really, really nice Warp Prism micro there by Lunith. I think that was very close to being very dicey for the Protoss. But a swift pickup there. Really well played. And
Well done by Lunith, and we definitely have a game on our hands here. Nothing going to end by a little bit of cheese. It looks like it's really going up to that third base economy.
Yeah, I'm really liking Disrespect's economy at this point, though. He's ahead in workers of the Protoss player, which, when you factor in mules as well, it's going to mean his economy is looking really nice once he gets his third established. His upgrades are going to be a little bit behind, but because of Chrono Boost, there's not too much you can do about that. +1 armor for Protoss is just about to finish, but the +2 is already almost halfway done for the attack.
Using these DTs very wisely to just poke in really quick, take a look at the army, and sit outside the base. Ghost Academy is done.
This Lunith is really immediately starting his upgrades here. +2 armor, straight away chrono boosting. He's really going ham on the upgrades, which is a really cool way to play PvT. Upgraded charge zealots do wonders against bio, especially when you combo that with some storm or some archons, which he is getting now. Does he have storm already? Doesn't have storm just yet. Not researching it, just focusing on the archons for the minute.
Yeah, heavy gateway play is pretty.
Oh, I love that. Do
regular.
you see he waited until the scan ran out to morph the Archon? Because Disrespect doesn't know whether Storm is nearly done, whether he's waiting for Storm. And he's actually not waiting for Storm, he's pushing with Archons. So seeing those Templar just wait there, Disrespect's going to think of Storm and not maybe realise there's an attack coming sooner than he thinks, as he puts down his 4th CC at his 3rd here.
Yeah, this army is coming in here. He is warping in additional High Templar, probably to come into another Archon.
It's going to be +2/+2 against 1/1 of Disrespect. And Disrespect actually pushing out a little bit here. He's going to walk straight into this army. I don't think he wants to do that.
He's going to back up.
He needs to siege his tanks.
Throws
Get
the
some
Widow
nice
Mines.
EMPs. The Widow
Very
Mines.
nice EMPs on the charge lots. They're all going down, and the Archons are also going down. Everything here
Really
getting pushed
nice.
back. Disrespect taking a very nice fight with those.
That's huge. This could be it.
Yeah.
I mean, this is a massive army advantage. He's got basically 5 times the army of Lunith. I think he could just push across the map now. +2 armor only just finishing now, right after the fight for Lunith. I think those EMPs on the Zealots combined with the Widow Mines shredded through them. And there's just not much left. I don't know how Lunith is going to hold this.
Almost tripling Lunith at the moment.
This
As
is
he
going to be
pushes
it.
in here with the Marine Marauder army. He's going to stutter step back a little bit.
Takes out the Prism, really nice focus fire. Stalkers, I mean, they do still have really good upgrades. 2-2 versus 1-1 is a big deal here. The Charge Zealots pushing in. It's probably going to push this back. It's mostly just Marauders now. Disrespect has to be careful not to lose too many of these medevacs here. As he does get cleaned up. But this is not looking good for the Protoss player.
No, not at all, Quaterno. We are getting, I think, close to the end of this game. However, Lunith is absolutely holding on. He's still refusing to get charge, or not charge. Storm. He does not have Storm, I believe.
I think
really help.
he really is thinking that he doesn't have the time or the ability. There's already Ghosts out. He needs army now, and he's probably right. And to be honest, his upgrades are so good. He's finished +3 attack and has +3 armor on the way. He's just making sure he's got Archons now, and with the superior upgrades on a good position, hoping he can take the fight.
Yeah, you're right. He's definitely going ham on those upgrades there. Even starting +1 shields at the moment.
Double starport going down for Disrespect. He's preparing to make that transition into the Liberators here. Is getting Tech Lab ready to get the Liberator range, I'd imagine. +3
Armies are circumventing each other, and it looks like Disrespect's
Oh my
army
God.
before the base of Lunith before.
Lunith's
He's
army
able to meet.
going for the base trade, I think.
Yeah, it looks like that's what he is doing.
This might be his best chance, to be honest. His army is strong, but I don't know how well it'll do against the Terran army. Needs to
What
be
is
careful of the
Disrespect gonna
planetary.
do?
Disrespect pulling back, actually. Gonna try and save this base. The planetary does go down after taking out a few Zealots. He's gonna lose a lot of SCVs here, as the Archons are getting stuck on the ramp, but does manage to take down the wall and the Liberator guarding it, and he is on top of the production.
Yes, but he's getting pushed back, and Lunith is now trying to get into the natural base before Disrespect meets him here, and he is not going to get there as the Widow Mines
Big fight
burrow.
going down.
DTs
Oh.
from behind the flank.
Really nice flank with DTs. Wow. Scan goes down. It does take them out. I think this is those
Protoss
upgrades.
army is very strong here.
Oh,
Loses
everything
all
is
the
picked
medevacs.
off.
Goodness.
That was a beautiful play there by Lunith. Really turning this around with his superior upgrades. And now +2-2 is now done for the Terran, but there's just not much left. And he's got his Liberators now, which is going to keep him safe here. But he's going to lose all these SCVs. And now suddenly, what was a dire position for the Protoss is now looking pretty good, to be honest. He just needs to stay out of those liberation zones, and he could kill all these SCVs if he wants.
And he certainly will. And the Protoss is now on 5 bases as the 5th is finishing up where the 4th was.
Oh, massive
previously.
warping in the back of the main base. Massive warping and charge
God.
zealots. They do get funneled in here and not going to do too much, but at the same time he pushes the front, takes out the Liberators, and now it's just this Bioforce left over. Disrespect trying desperately to hold on now, where before it was a recall goes down. Ooh, he's going to lose quite a bit for that. Actually, does get out with the Immortal and Archon. Now Disrespect has to... He's still up in army supply. I think the macro is slipping a little bit of Lunith here, as he is banking quite a bit. So the army supply is still in favor of Disrespect, but those upgrades, he's almost caught up. Just one armor upgrade behind. And now Stargate and Robotics Bay going down. Interesting. as
Very
Lilith
interesting.
loads up 4 Zealots in the Warp Prism, ready to take them to the main base.
Fusion core on the way. For Disrespect. What a wild game.
Yeah,
Very back and
really,
forth.
really back and forth. I think now finally Lilith starts Storm. He feels safe to do so, and I think once he gets Storm, it's going to become really difficult for Disrespect to make anything happen. These Zealot run-bys from the Warp Prism are just really, really bugging him. Actually denies the Fusion Core from finishing. That Zealot might even get another SCV before it dies.
And that Fusion core is going to sit at 1 second from being done for the moment. And he does go and finish it. No, he does not.
Drop at the 4th here. Well, it's kind of the 5th actually, so he took the top base to the 4th. Let's get some probes, but he's probably going to lose all of this, including the medevac.
Will.
I don't think Disrespect knows about this north base. He has no idea about this. And that's actually going to...
coming back in the back.
Yeah, he does actually start the warp in and then cancels it. Was warping in DTs there, but decided against it. I think Disrespect probably is thinking he's in not quite as bad of a position as he actually is, because he does not know about this north base, and that actually puts Lunith in an incredible position, whereas Disrespect probably thinks he's just a bit behind.
Yeah. Disrespect still on 3 bases. I do not see a 4th base at all.
He's getting Liberator range now, and Colossus being produced by Lunith. Doesn't have extended thermal lance just yet, but the first Colossus is out. He's actually getting Void... No, Oracle. Changes his mind. Air attack upgrades. Disrespect scans and sees this army, sees the Colossus, Immortal, a lot of Archons, and he says, yep, I'm going to fight that. The thing he will see here is there's not a lot of Stalkers, so if he can get the Liberators set up in a decent position, he will have Liberator range soon. There's nothing that can blink forward and take them out. Lunith needs to push in, and he's actually just going to push straight up to those Liberators. He needs to be really careful though. EMPs do go down.
Oh wow, look at this choke he's engaging in. Is it... I don't
know
if this
good
is a
storm
spot.
dodging. This is actually a great concave. That's a really good storm, and another amazing storm there. And the chargeless from behind, actually Disrespect running forward, trying to take down, and another good storm. Oh my god. And it's kind of a wash, but that really does favour the Protoss here with the upgrades. With the economy he has. He's going to be just pushing in here. And one Liberator is not going to do this.
I do not think so, and I think that is it. GG.
What a game.
Wow. Lunith coming back from what looked like a done game.
Definitely. That was a game, for sure.
And of course, we are in the final match. We've made it all the way.
Yep. And it will be on Karazhan Rift. That is the last map available. We'll have to see what who the last player will be for Born Gosu. I'm guessing it will be Sated, although if there's another option, if anyone feels more confident against Protoss. I don't know how Sated's PvP is.
Yeah, we will see.
But man, that was really impressive by Lunith to actually come back from what was a huge deficit. Like, the DTs didn't work. Disrespect really, he got his drop harass was good, and he was getting in on the 4th base. And then that sort of mini base trade just really turned the game around. And it is gonna be Sated as the last player for Born Gosu. A PvP.
This can go anyway.
PvP.
I think I have to.
Yeah.
be invited. Or I have to make... Do I
I
have to
think
make
you're
the game?
making, yeah, he's asking you
Okay.
to make, but you're not in the party, so you can't see it. So
let me make that.
yeah, so PvP here is gonna this one PvP is gonna decide the winner of Nydus NA Grand Finals. Sated wins. It'll be Born Gosu. If Luneth can take it, it will be Daily Life taking the championship. PvP.
I have to use the bathroom. I'll be right back.
Okay. So yeah, it's going to be Sated against Luneth. This is going to be an interesting match. Like I said, Sated is not exactly what you would call a standard Protoss in some ways. He's got a lot of different styles. Yeah, it's I've not seen too much of his PvP. Luneth obviously a very strong player. So yeah, this could go either way. PvP matchup has changed quite a bit with the past few patches, especially with the Oracle change from light to armored. It's made Oracle openings a bit more popular, definitely in Stargate versus Stargate. So we'll have to see. I'm really curious to what Sated is how his PvP is gonna look here. The only PvP I've seen Sated play was a base trade that came down to the last building being in the red and barely not dying. That's the only Sated PvP I've witnessed. So if we get anything half as exciting as that, I think we're in for a good game.
I think so.
Okay, players are in. Looks like, is Iced joining or?
Try to get him in.
Okay. Alright guys, we are about ready to jump into the last game of the Nydus North America Grand Finals.
Weeks and weeks and weeks have led up to this final moment.
Yeah.
Here we are. Are the players ready?
It's like Sated is ready. Luneth maybe taking an opportunity to prepare himself mentally. That must have been a stressful game.
Okay.
Countdown has begun. We're getting into it. This is the final game of the Nydus North America.
Grand Finals.
Yep. And here we are loading into Seaason Rift. Very, very big map. This literally anything could happen. I've seen cannon rushes, seen proxies, what have you.
Same thing on Luneth's side. He can do anything. These are two players who are... Anything can happen.
Okay, so starting off in the top left, in the pink as the Protoss player, for Born Gosu, it is Sated.
Down here in the bottom right, playing in purple for Daily Life Esports, it is Luneth. Huge map, Seaason Rift.
Yeah. I was sort of wondering a little bit if we were going to get someone run out and do any weird proxies or cannon rushes. We've not got any of that. Keeping them as their base. Much earlier gas here from Sated, which is already a little bit of deviation. Got his gas before his gateway, whereas Lunith, I think, opting for the more standard gate and then double gas. So
Sated's sending a probe in a interesting location here.
he is. Maybe that quick gas looks like it may be for a proxy Stargate, perhaps, or a proxy. This is a very interesting position. Looks like
We'll
just
see.
hiding out there for the minute.
We will see as Lunith does a more standard Protoss opener here. He has the 2 gates and the cybernetics core. No probe out on the map, except now he's going to be sending that out just for, looks like for a scout actually, so.
Yeah. So we'll go through it. And the proxy pylon, it's kind of proxy. A pylon does go down here.
Looks more of like a tech proxy, not really necessarily for like a Stargate or something like that.
It's going to be quick, whatever it is, because it's going to get this
Lunith's
right as
dropping
the
a pile
core.
on himself.
It's Twilight Council. I think it's Russian DTs.
I think
think-
he's going to.
That's the only thing here. And Lunith actually doesn't go into the main. One of the things you can get here, if you run up into the main and scout it fully, you can note that there's no pylon there. There's a pylon missing. But actually,
And a robo.
Lunith is actually proxying himself. Oh my god.
Yeah. Lunith has a proxy pylon not too far away from Sated's, but Sated has...
Do you
Well,
know,
it looks
this
like-
this actually
Jeez.
looks a lot... This actually looks very similar to the game with Disrespect, right? The base trade game. I
It
think
does, and there's the Dark Shrine. The Dark Shrine is down, and the Gateway is down as well.
Oh my god. I think this is going to be like a 3-gate... there's no other tech. Is it going to be 3-gate robo or just a 3-gate pressure with an expand? Maybe? From Lunith? Hard to tell now. It's... yeah, the Dark Shrine is about a third of the way done.
He drops the Nexus, so it is a
full
3-gate.
wall. Full wall here for Sated. And this is... Oh my god, this is going to be tense because it looks like Lunith is going to want to put on some serious pressure here with this proxy gateway getting the fast warp-ins. And there's not really going to be anything to defend here for Sated. And the question is...
Oh my goodness. Lunith is sending a pylon or a probe around just to check to see
Oh
if
my
there's anything
God.
crazy going on.
Oh my god. And you know, I think
And
Sated...
he's
I think
not going to see
Sated...
the warp prism.
No, I think Sated
That
took
probe
the-
is not going to get to the
Oh my
Naga
god.
Tower before it can see it.
And the Naga Tag is
Just
already
outside the
taken.
vision.
He's already taken by Sated. He held onto that Naga Watchtower. The DT Shrine is done. The push is happening here. Like I said, there is nothing here to defend. Sated is not supply blocked. Defensive DTs go down. And 2 DTs go. Oh my god. Now,
Oh, he's got it.
the Robo's only just started now. And the DT can focus that Robo. There's no Stargate. There's no detection for Lunith. And these DTs are... That's it! She's GG! Oh my god!
Oh my god! Sated! Again,
Wow.
incredible Dark Templar play.
That's it!
Just narrowly escapes the vision of Lunith.
The
He's
proxy...
able to get in and shut down the Robo before... Wow.
Wow.
Incredible.
Proxy Dark Templar with the defensive DTs. He lost that pylon and he knew that was a possibility. He had the extra supply. He had it ready. He could still warp in 4 DTs, 2 at home, 2 in in lunar space, and that is gonna mean that Born Gosu takes the grand finals of Nydus NA 4-3 against Daily Life.
Incredible.
Wow, what a series. Really, really great games, back and forth all the way through. That was
Well done to
intense.
both teams, and Jesus. Tense up to the very last moment.
I mean,
I don't know.
that's a Sated game right there. He just do something weird, and he's just got it. He's got it planned out, and wow, that was It's always a bit nerve-wracking when it comes down to that. It's just like, here you go, here's the DTs. Did you make a robo? And yep, the builds just lined up perfectly.
Well, guys, I guess that'll do it for us here. Congratulations to Born Gosu.
Congratulations indeed. Well played there to Daily Life, and well played to everyone throughout the Nydus NA. And well played to Spoon, Lizard, Disrespect, and Sated, each of them taking one map. All of them sharing equally in the glory that is Born Gosu's victory in the Nydus North American division. Well played.
Well played.
So the only thing that's left is to say thanks to Dan and Sauce for commentating with me. Still don't know where Caesar is. Maybe he turned up. Maybe he didn't. And yeah, let's go and bask in this victory.
Alrighty.
That's going to do it from us, guys. Hope you enjoyed the games, and we will catch you another time.
I gotta watch from the